Here's another idea for a little hack you can do on your riding mower is get one of these LED lights on Amazon. They're real cheap. I think this was only, I think it was only 25 bucks or so, but I'll put a link in the description to where I found this. And it has a huge magnet on the back. So all you got to do is just stick it on your mower like here. And I don't leave it on there all the time. It's just when I'm going to be doing something at night, because I use this driving around the property and stuff. And then what I rigged up here is a cigarette lighter, female connector. Like I said, most of the time it's not even hooked up, but when I want to use it, just plug this in. This I added some of this plastic conduit. It just comes in with a red and a black wire, and just put them right on the battery. That switch just turns it on and off right from the seat. A pretty cheap way to rig up your machine so you can use it at night if you need to. Not that you're going to be mowing or anything, but you got to pull a trailer or do something else with your machine at night. Hope that helps. Here's another hack you can do on your machine to make it a much more enjoyable ride, is add one of these sprite adjusters. So this whole mechanism here goes in between your existing seat and that plate that it mounts to on the machine. Uses the same screws that your original seat mounted on, and your seat, just instead of mounting down below to this plate, now mounts onto the spring-loaded piece. And what happens is these have a very large set of springs here that as you bounce up and down, it pushes the force forward and back through these springs. You have a nice, comfortable, steady ride. So that gives you that cushion effect. So it's not nearly as expensive as having some kind of air suspension, and it works pretty good. You sit up a little bit higher, that's probably the one downside, but you get used to it pretty quick. And all you got to do is just adjust it right here. Turn it this way for soft, this way for firm, and it gives you more or less bounce to it. But one of the most comfortable things you can put on your machine, let your machine bounce around underneath you, and then you can just enjoy the ride. Hope that helps. Here's another gadget that I found pretty handy for the back of your mower. Most of the mowers have a tow hitch like this here, and in this one it has a screw that goes through that tow hitch, clamps down nice and tight, and now you've got a ball hitch, you've got hooks, and then you've got your actual tow hitch again to put your accessories through there. And pretty cheap. This was only like 20 bucks, and works really good. You got to put your own ball hitch on there, but you could put a regular full-size ball hitch. So if you're pulling a light trailer that doesn't have this kind of connector on it, then this can be handy for moving things around the property or whatever. But yeah, highly recommend it. It's nice to be able to hook a chain on there, hook a rope if you got to pull something small. These things aren't great for pulling, but when you do get in a pinch and you need to use it for something like that, having this thing on here is pretty handy. Another little hack I did on this riding mower is to put some pieces of wood in through my venting on the back that allowed me to hook up some other stuff to the machine. So here I've just got 2x4s that have been screwed to each other. So I got a 2x4 on this side and then one on this side, and then just through these little grates here I just put some wood screws through, so they're on there nice and strong, and gives me a bit of a bumper here. Well, the main reason why I did it though is to be able to hook up a 5-gallon bucket like this. So all I do is I just put some eyelet screws into the side here, put a bungee cord, go over to the other side, and with the way I divoted that piece of wood here with an angle on this spot here and on this spot here, the bucket's not going anywhere. And you could put a better ratchet strap on there or some other way to secure it, but it's sitting in a good spot because this ledge here is holding the bucket in place, and then I can use it for throwing trash in there, rocks, whatever I pick up while I'm trying to mow. And then you got a place to store that while you're driving around, and it doesn't get in the way. So real easy to do using some wood. I was trying to rig it up thinking of, you know, I was going to weld something, but this just seemed a lot simpler, and it's very light. And when I'm not using the bucket, I can just drop it off, and then I just leave that wood frame up there all the time. All right, the last of these mower upgrades to buy is really nothing for your mower, but something to have when you're on your mower. And it's one of these grabber things. These work great. You can pick up a little piece of paper, up to a, you know, a decent sized rock or a Coke can, whatever trash is out there when you're driving your mower, and you don't want to get up, and you can just grab it, throw it in the back of your 5-gallon bucket you got behind your mower, whatever you want to do. Just really handy to have and cheap. You can get 2 of these for 30 bucks on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description. But yeah, definitely want to have one of these when you're on your mower. Hey, I hope this video helped you, and if you would, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and have a great day.